4 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Cyclones will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Makes the quick grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give out of the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They'll try to run for it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think throughout the week in practice when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's key. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So you've got to continue to play well within the conference.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They've got the screen set up. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. It's a draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The Seminoles have this offense rolling.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
The give from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Might be changing the route. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles! Getting set for the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Gets it out fast. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Boom. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Cyclones ready to go on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score, your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go. And as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Lane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but it might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's sacked. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The kick is on its way. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off, and it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
Got a little space.
And the Florida State Seminoles will take over. 1st and 10.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Going right to work up top. Flips it out in the flat. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Ramsell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Finds a man on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Holds and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Noles with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in. It's sacked. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's gotten the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. North Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 38 over Arkansas. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Finds a spot in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Slips one guy, now he's loose. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. just, I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Rush is on him. He's got an open man. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is trying to rumble in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking downfield on first down. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
To the air on second down. Pressure coming. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick. And
there he goes. Ripping through the defense. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
how nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Browning. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Grabbed over the middle and sacked. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the grab down the middle.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Combs. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Cyclones are flying down the field. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here comes the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds space on the right. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grabs it in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Lost to throw again. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking for the score. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's fourth and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. That'll cut this lead down to 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
To the ground with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it. Touchdown, Iowa State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Incomplete on the 2-point try, and tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Key. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Now on first down from the 28. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Noles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on first down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.